Gang, 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 gang. Alright, let's get into it. So this is obviously part one to what if Ashura was Naruto's dad. Now, this is what is gonna happen. Ashura's gonna live all the way up until Kushina's life, right? Then he's gonna clap Kushina and then go and die somewhere. So, yeah. So his soul kind of went into, Hashira's body, making him like an incarnate or whatever, but he was still alive. He just gave part of his soul up so the cycle would not have been, broken or whatever. Yes, I know it was hundreds of years ago, but it's for the sake of this what if, so let's get straight into it. So, Naruto was born, but in this, he does not have, he does not have the red hair. Now, maybe y'all don't know this, but Ashura actually has the gene for the Rinne Sharingan, also the Rinnegan. So we're gonna give Naruto the Rinnegan in one eye. Simply because I just thought it would be a great concept for making him a little bit more OP. So let's get straight into this. So starting this off, Naruto is actually born, but he is born much more intelligent, but he still has his goofy side and his goofy personality to make him a little more of a better person. Now, with this, there's way less complications with the birth of Naruto. The seal has been weakened, obviously, but Kushina has not been hurting severely. Well, she's been hurting severely, but not lethally. So, yeah. So she's been hurt, and Naruto's been born. Obviously, with everyone thinking that it is Minato's child. But it doesn't matter. So, he is born, and and Minato dies, sealing all of the Jinchuriki within Naruto. Knowing that his presence alone, he had more chakra than I always say Jinchuriki, but sealing the Bijou within him. He always in this what if he technically has more chakra reserves than Kurama. So yeah. So we're gonna fast forward to around Naruto's first birthday. Not his first birthday. Naruto just got up from the table when eating his cake. His first time he ever walked. He got up from the table, looked out the window, and said, "Indra is near." And then fell and started crying again. And that is because the soul of Ashura, the soul of Ashura had entered his body. Yes, I know yes, you can be born. You have to be born in reincarnation, but obviously for the sake of this what if, we are not doing that. So, yeah. So what alright. I have to stop doing that. Alright, so yeah, so that's the first time that the soul awakens, and it awakens Kurama within him. He's like, Ashura, Ashura, Ashura! And he's yelling Ashura because he senses the presence of Ashura and not his father, the Sage of Six Paths. He says, "Big brother, how did you get into this cage, this prison that the petulant humans have put me within?" He says, "Young one, little brother, Kurama, you have been put within my reincarnation, and I have decided you will help this boy on his journey and whatever he had and may he need. Because not only is he my reincarnation, he is your nephew. He is my son." Huh? What do you mean? "This one here is my son. I alone is his father." And he's like, "Brother, I guess I will take him into his mindscape on his 4th birthday, and I will teach him the ways of me. I will unlock the hidden memories of the reincarnation that have been hidden away, that not a single reincarnation has gotten to see. My memories, the jutsu I know, and how to activate the Rinnegan. I was not strong enough, did not have enough chakra to activate it in my past life, but with the help of his chakra, with the help of your chakra, brother, and his chakra, you will be able to activate the Rinnegan, though not a full Rinnegan, but a Rinnegan nonetheless. He'll be looked for, but he will have to leave. He will have to leave on his 4th birthday. Okay? Okay, brother, Kurama says. Sometimes I just be so sleepy, man. But it don't matter. So, all of that's the conversation that happens between Ashura and Kurama. We're gonna fast forward 3 more years on to Naruto's 4th birthday. He is dragged into the mindscape at 12 o'clock in the morning. It is like, do not cry. I am your father. I am Ashura Otsutsuki. You are known as Naruto Uzumaki, but you are actually Naruto Otsutsuki. You are my son. My first and only seed. You are my first, you are my last born child. The last child I'll ever have. You have connections to every clan to ever exist. You are technically a descendant of every single clan, but you do not have access to every clan's Kekkei Genkai. I'm sorry, but that's just how life works. You know what? Now that I think about this, that's retarded. What other clans are they the progenitor of? Did he have, 2 clans? Did he have 2 sons for each village? That had to be. But anyways, or did it all start of the Leaf Village? It all started at the Leaf Village and everybody left being bums and whatnot. Anyways, let's continue. So he's dragged into the mindscape and he meets Kurama and he's like, Papa, what is that? He's like, this is my brother and your uncle, Kurama. My father created him as a source, if you will, to bring about peace upon this world, but they didn't work. There are 9 of them in total. You have the 9th and the strongest, Kurama, the 9-tailed fox, also known the demon of the orange. Nope, that doesn't work. Anyways, it says, we'll be training you for the next 3 years for your entrance exam. But first, here. He's like, these are all the jutsu, and all of my fighting styles, and all of my fighting ability have been transferred into you. Huh? You are now more than a prodigy, my son. You are the next progenitor. Anyways, fast forward 3 years. They have finished that conversation because he was interrupted by Kushina coming into the crying of Naruto being dragged into the mindscape, which I think would be a painful, something for a child to get their mental just slipped into a mindscape. Anyway, yeah. So that happens, and then fast forward 3 years on the start of the academy, and Naruto's basically just tired of this at this point. Oh, also, Ashura has left his body. He left that message and just left his body. Kind of like Kushina did for Naruto. Yeah, you see me this one time and then I'm gone forever. Bye now. But anyways, yeah. So, he gets into his first day of class and my father, the son of the Sage of Six Paths, which makes me the grandson of the Sage of Six Paths. Kind of funny. So he basically walks into the classroom, and the kid's sitting where he wants to sit, and he says, move, now. And he's like, no, and of course it's Kiba thinking he's going to be top dog. So Naruto just released a bit of bloodlust, and Kurama's inside laughing. And he's like, hush, Kurama, I don't have time for this today. And he basically sits down and takes a nap. Aruka's basically like, Naruto, wake up, class is about to start. And Naruto's all like, look, I'm stronger than everyone in this room. I'm most likely stronger than everyone in this village, so just let me sleep. And if you don't believe me, you can put anyone against me, and I promise you I'll win. I don't have time for this class. I don't have time for this academy. I just need to get strong enough to find out what happened on the day of my birth. Him making up some lie because he knows they're not gonna want somebody as cocky as him as Hokage. So he just made up some stupid lie. He just made up some stupid lie. I was thinking for a second. So, yeah. Yeah. Um. Yeah. Yeah. I'm tired of doing that. I'll be repeating myself because I don't know what to say next. But so that happens, and he's like, okay, then. I have a friend here. His name is Kakashi Sensei. His name is Kakashi Hatsuki. He is one of the strongest people in this village, and we're gonna put you up against him. He left the academy at 5 years old. He's like, sure, I don't care. You can put me up against him. Just tell me the date, and I'll go, and I'll fight him. And Kakashi appears behind Naruto, and Naruto just looks back. I knew you were here before you even shadow stepped. What? Before you even body flickered. Like, huh? Is this the guy that you want me to fight? His chakra reverse isn't even 10% of mine. Please, get someone stronger. Anyone stronger. And obviously, he obviously goes to the Hokage and asks, can you give me your strongest Anbu member for this day? And it's obviously the day before the exit exam for that class. The date of the exit exam for that year's exiters, which is actually 5 years before Naruto actually leaves the exam. So, yeah. And obviously this man right here, Naruto, knows every single jutsu any out of the Rinnegan. So, yeah. And, hey, I'll come watch this fight myself. I'll put this one on. Some random Alma member. We'll say it's his son. We'll say it's his son. We'll say that it is his son. He's back in the village to come check on his son. But yeah, he comes like, Father, who is the kid you want me to fight? And why do I even need to fight a kid? Like, well, this kid said he is the strongest person to ever exist, and we are just trying to check him out. Okay, Father. And he steps into, the ring. And this is actually being broadcast around the entire, village. And Kushina has actually come. Sorry, my mic tripped out there. But Kushina has come to actually watch this fight. And she asks Hiruzen, why do you have your son, a well above Hokage level ninja, fighting my 7-year-old child? Well, the child walked into the class and said he could beat anyone alive. And I decided to put him to the test. So, here are the rules of the fight. There will be no rules of this fight. There will be no handicaps of this fight. There will be no ability lockers of this fight. There will be no Kekkei Genkai holders of this fight. And there will be no, and I mean no, helping of this fight. If the fight has gotten too dangerous, then we will stop the fight. Like, there's won't be any need to try to save me and give me any handicaps. And plus, if you have to stop the fight, it'll be for old man Saratobi here. You ready, Mr. Saratobi? Like, how did you have almost the same exact chakra patterns of your father. How do you even know that? Did you not see my Rinnegan before you entered this ring? And says, begin! Naruto basically speed blitzes him and throws a punch. And he dodges and basically chops the back of the neck of Naruto. And Naruto easily dodges that, sweep kicking him, making him hit the ground. And everybody's like, a child, a 7-year-old, just made an Anbu member hit the ground. And he steps back 10 feet, jumps on the wall to speed blinks off, does weave signs for jutsu to do infernal water dragon jutsu by throwing up a water bottle using that as water. So he does that, and it almost engulfs him, but he dodges, and then he's like, Karama, chakra, now! And he does that, and he's like, now, first, mold. And they see the tail of Karama start igniting, and he says, I, Naruto Uzumaki and the Jinchuriki of the Nine Tails, Karama. And Karama takes over and says, I am Karama. I did not attack the village of my own will 7 years ago. I was controlled by the one they call Madara Uchiha. He is alive and preparing to take control of the village and destroy this world and make it of his own imagery. And then it catches him off guard, and he speed blitzes him and gets literally roundhouse kicked to the face, and then jumps and kicks him again. And then he speed boosts again, but starting the speed boost at FTL faster than light, punching him in the gut, and then just starting to just continuously punch him. And then the match is called. He's hospitalized by a 7-year-old who only used one jutsu and seemed to be the Jinchuriki of the Nine Tails. And everybody's like, wow, so this kid, he's the prodigy. They're like, Naruto, what you didn't know is if you even stood a chance or even laid a finger on this journey, you would have been immediately made a genin. Alright, God. No, we're not going to stop here. You would have been immediately made a genin. So now with your new status as genin, Naruto, I crown you the top of your class. And kids in the crowd are like, one kid in the crowd is like, hey, that kid ain't stronger than me. I should be top of the class. And Naruto's like, sit down, you stand no chance against Naruto. Did you not just see him beat an on-bull of a ninja? Like, that was all for show. And he basically like, step to me. And the Johnny asked him, do you want to fight him? He's like, I don't really care. Right? So that's how this second fight starts. With this kid thinking he can step to Naruto. So Naruto's like, I could easily beat him. Why do I even have to fight him? Like, you don't have to if you don't want to. Like, well, he called me out, and the strongest man will never drop a challenge. And he basically gets up to the guy. I was like, the guy comes up to Naruto and is like, listen, I could easily defeat you, so tell me, do you want this the easy way or the hard way? Naruto says, how about this? I won't use jutsu, I'll only use taijutsu, and I won't even use my full speed. You know what? I won't use 10% of my speed. And I guarantee I'll knock you out in one punch. They'll think Mike Tyson's back. Okay, I had to do it. Anyways, so this says, match commence. He goes at Naruto. Naruto dodges. And literally just as the guy realizes that he missed Naruto, Naruto punches him one time, sending him flying into the wall. And the kid is knocked out, and he just walks away. They crown Naruto as the winner and immediately give him the spot of Chunin, because not only did he destroy an Anbu level ninja, right after that, he demolished a Chunin level ninja. Because if you don't know this, the top of the class usually is around Chunin level already. Okay? They just don't have the basic disciplines. That's why they aren't started off as Chunins. So, guys, I thank you guys for tuning in. I just had to get that in the way. Next time, we'll be doing more. So, like, comment, share, subscribe, and tell everyone who likes anime. I'm out.